This is the Bitcoin Globe, day 1289, counting the days down unto the next Bitcoin halving. As always, we're one day closer to the next Bitcoin halving. That's an exciting moment where the Bitcoin block size reward will be halved, so the amount of the supply of Bitcoin that's being generated each day will be reduced. And that's known now, and we're still nearly more than 3 years away from that happening, and we know it now. I have no idea how much money is going to be in circulation in the United States in 3 years, yet alone right now. Or I mean, I'm sure you could find out how much money is in circulation, but I don't know how much there is going to be in the future, which is different from Bitcoin, which is what makes Bitcoin unique, is that we know now it's a different kind of transparency, knowing how much of it there is going to be. And Bitcoin is the first mover. I feel like it has more momentum. I'm not saying something couldn't knock it off, but I'm not seeing it right now. There seems to be too much going on within Bitcoin for it to be knocked off that first place pedestal right now. There could be a reality in which that happens, but I don't think it's this reality. Not if you're watching this. I don't think we're going to go into that reality where there's anything greater than Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be the one. Bitcoin is the internet in many regards. It's actually probably more powerful than the internet, and we're going to see that as more apps start to come out for it in the future. It's hard to predict what's going to happen in the Bitcoin space. Each day is new, and that's why it's great for you to watch this channel to get breaking news or whatever. I check the news every day. I'm consistent with that. I'm staying on top of the Bitcoin news. I'm reading it right now as we speak. There's a Bitcoin year-end review. Indian mainstream media covers Bitcoin actively. China's Bitcoin capital flight hits mainstream. Trump picks a Bitcoin supporter for cabinet as U.S. budget director. Okay, so I just read the first four headlines there, and they're all pretty exciting. Now they're coming from a Bitcoin publication, which I think is two different Bitcoin publications. That's Cointelegraph and Crypto Coin News, and these guys have been at it for a while. They make great Bitcoin news. As far as I can tell, I've been reading their articles for quite a while, and I enjoy reading their articles, and they have a lot of informative information, and they seem to be fairly objective, which is rare in most media. Obviously they're not going to go away, because with a name like Cointelegraph, even if another coin knocks off Bitcoin, they can still report on that coin. As they do in the cryptocurrency space. However, the Bitcoin globe, if Bitcoin gets knocked off, probably will not exist anymore. It may in different forms. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict the future that well. Sometimes I can. There is the article from the NASDAQ, I think, which would be considered mainstream news article, how the Lightning Network layers privacy on top of Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm excited about all the developments in the Bitcoin space, and I hope you're excited about all the developments in the Bitcoin space. If there's ever any news that you know about that you want to share, feel free to comment, subscribe, like, share the video, talk to me about it. I'm very interested in what's going on in the Bitcoin space. I think I'll keep this video short for today. I was feeling a bit negative towards Bitcoin. I feel like the price was going to drop, but then I was proven wrong this morning, and it still may drop. And I don't know why I was feeling that. Maybe because the value of myself wasn't feeling up to what Bitcoin should be. We need to get the value of Bitcoin up to billions, bringing Bitcoin to billions, and not just billions of people, bringing the value up to billions, whatever billions is. I would like to think of it bringing the value of Bitcoin up to the point where you can exchange that one Bitcoin for any one luxury item. I can exchange it for a Tesla car or actually probably more value than a Tesla car. I would exchange it for like a very nice home in a very nice area is what you can exchange your Bitcoin for. Maybe a sustainable home with solar panels and like one of those Earth ships. If you haven't seen an Earth ship, maybe I can trade a Bitcoin for an Earth ship and then have a totally sustainable house, which is just a beautiful thing, and it's very high karmically, because you're not on a karmic level. You're not like, your output is not that much and your consumption is not that much. In theory, if you're growing all your food within your house and using the energy from the sun, which is natural, and I feel like if humanity moved in a more sustainable direction, it'd be really good for us, bring up the karma of Earth. Aliens would want to come visit, tourism would expand. Aliens, and what currency, this is just for fun here, what currency would aliens want to use? Would they want to use a currency that can be printed up by a government, pay this paper money, and take it to their planet? Look, I got some US dollars from, and they'd have to bring up a lot of them, right? And their spaceships to whatever planet. Look, I got 10 million USD. Here you go. Now you can go to Earth and use this USD. That's an option for them. Gold probably wouldn't work for them. Probably wouldn't fit in their space shuttles. Not enough of it. They could though. Who knows? Maybe they'd want some gold. But Bitcoin, I think aliens would want Bitcoin because it's just easier to use. They could just put it into a device and bring it up with them or keep it online. It doesn't even really need. It doesn't move the space. It's just updated on the ledger. I think that's something I need to understand more about Bitcoin is that it's not moving from here to India. It's not moving to India. You're not sending your Bitcoin to India unless it's coming out some sort of Indian exchange. It's the transaction simply just being updated on a blockchain, and you control the private keys to that entry in the blockchain or something like that. Maybe not using the correct terminology or words, but I'm learning, and I hope you're learning with me. Like, subscribe. I already said that. Share. Enjoy your day. Most of all, enjoy your day because it's just one more day, not just. I don't like using the word just. It is another day in your life. And it's going to be a good day. If you watch this video, it's going to be a great day.